Hi fellow YouTubers, this is Amber. If you guys do not know who I am and you're new to this channel, I'm a plus size model, YouTuber, and entrepreneur. My channel is mostly about lifestyle, fashion, and beauty, plus more, because that's why it's Amber Does It All. Okay, so let's get started with the dream boards. You're gonna hear a little creaking a lot because I'm sitting on a stool, so that's what that is. First, I want to tell you guys why I like dream boards so much. It pretty much gives you a vision. Like sometimes it's kind of hard to visualize. So when you actually have pictures to look at and pictures that really resonate with you, and then you put a caption on it, it really makes things come to life a little bit better. And I also read in some type of article that once you write down your goals, that it's easier to obtain. So I started making vision boards my first year in college. It was called Guidance 1, and that was the class. And the class was all about doing vision boards and preparing for your future and organizing your future and your day and things like that. So that's why I kind of got really stuck on it. And I remember us like having to do this vision board and present it to the class, and whoever had the best vision board that was really clear, you won this prize. And I won the prize. So I was like, wow, like I really put a lot of thought into it. And that vision board that I had from the first year of college, almost everything on that vision board came true. No lie. I mean, give or take maybe 1 or 2 things, and it was like 10 things on there. I put it up in front of my bed, so every time I would wake up, I would see my vision board. And even though I didn't know for sure if it worked or not at the time, eventually looking back on it, I had took that board down after that year. I never really paid attention that I actually got everything on that board, when previously I wasn't getting anything that I was asking for. So I'm going to show you guys the board that I have now. Some things are covered up, so that's why you see the green tape, because I think some things are kind of personal. You don't want to share it with everybody because it's a personal journey. Okay, so here is the dream board that I had in 2020, and I'm going to show you exactly what I got from 2020. This is the confidence we have approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. Holy boldness. And it says 1 John 5:14. Up underneath there is a Hollywood star walk of fame, because I want to be a star. You guys already know that. So the title says, Amber Monique, one of the most iconic plus size model of all time. So this is just what I want to do overall. I want to be very iconic in the modeling industry. I also put this little sign here, so I wanted to put that because it just reminded me. I actually put this in September when I was having such a hard time with anxiety, and I don't know if it was depression or whatever, but I do have a video coming out on that, and I'll tell you guys all about it. But this is what I got in September. And then this is a book which shows that I wanted to do a lot more writing. If you guys don't know, I have already written about 3 books and they're not published. Movies, I am into silent movies and making silent movies as well. So I wanted to do that, and I also wanted to act. So that's why you see that little acting thing there. And I did do little bits of acting as far as commercials, so that did come to fruition. I did work on 2 different books, and I finished 1 extra book, so that did come to fruition as well. I did raise my credit by 80 points. Even yourself, take a leap of faith. So I'm very cautious about how I move. Taking a leap of faith is something that I really needed to do in 2020. This right here is a love thing. Still do want to find love, but I don't feel like I was ready for it this year. Now, if you can see, this is me when I was on a TV show. I wanted to be on TV more, and of course, you know, that was really hard to do with COVID, and I really wanted to be on TV a lot more. So this is me on TV with Home and Family Show, which I love being on that show, and I love those people. But I got to be on Home and Family twice this year since COVID. I feel like it's still manifested. This right here is Coven J Beauty. This is my logo of my brand. And I wanted to do more with beauty and change my beauty brand over to like more Lush products, kind of like that. Bath bombs, soaps, salts. And that's what I did. So I actually did that. This right here is a picture of some random people graduating from my college. I wanted to make sure that I kept that in front of me because it's easy for me to just like put away school. So I really want to graduate. I actually graduate next year. When you start making goals, some goals you decide that you don't want and it's still stuck on the paper. So I didn't want to do my dream board, my vision board like that this year. So what I did is got this picture frame that I could take off the pictures and do certain things when I don't want something on the board anymore. Because sometimes you think about it and you're like, you know, actually I don't want that. And it's hard to take off and you have to like pull it off and stuff like that. So I didn't want a dream board that actually revolves around glue, tape, staples. So I got these type of boards. So this is a cork board and then the other one is just a picture frame. These dream boards are not like completely finished. Some of it is just showing you how to make your dream board. I did not want to do the gluing method anymore. Like I was so tired of like buying dollar poster boards and putting glue all over the poster boards, and like it's very creative to do it like that, but when you get a little older it's like it's too much. It's like glue and all this. No, I don't want to do all that. So here's the board here for 2021. I'm just going to show you quickly. This is the Sonobello sculpting. I do want that. So you guys seen from my Vlogmas 3 that I did go to the consultation for that. This right here is just the acting, and I want 20K in subscribers, and of course I want a banging body, so I really want to work on my body this year. And then this is just a Target or whatever national commercial. I just want to be on a commercial, even though I've been on 2 already. Peace and Joy, because of what happened to me this September. True Romance, Ashley Stewart, because I really want to work for them. This just says Imagine, and then I want a G-Wagon, a white G-Wagon. I also want to sign with Dorothy Combs Models and make $3,000 more income than what I'm making now with different streams of income. Also, this is mental and emotional intelligence. I want to have that. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about journaling. It's very important to journal and to map out what you're going to do for the year, even if, God willing, that you're still here, but still make a plan just in case you are, you know. So it's very important to get journals such as these. These journals have stickers in them. They also have like affirmations in them, so it's really good to have these type of journals. This says 2021 calm. So what I like to do with my books is like to put in everybody's birthday beforehand, like make sure I put in everybody's birthday. Also, I like to put in all the national holidays, because being a YouTuber, you need to know what is National Donut Day, when is National Dogs Day, things like that. That's very important to like content. When you have a calendar like this, it's a creator calendar, it's also a day planner, it's everything. So you're gonna put everything in this and keep this with you. So journaling is really important to progress, and you need multiple journals. I can't stress that enough. There's one journal that you need for just your personal daily release that you want to talk about, or something that you want to mention to yourself or in secret. That's what this journal is for. This is just a journal that you could just write what you want to write in there. So this is my personal journal. This journal here would be my progress journal. In happy moments, praise God. In difficult moments, seek God. In every moment, thank God. So I like this one because I can put all the blessings that I got from God, or everything I'm asking. I could use it as a prayer journal, or I can use it as like a progress journal. I think prayer journals and progress journals are pretty much similar in a way, because you're praying for progress. And this journal was $3 from Ross. So they're very inexpensive. You can get these journals from Big Lots, Ross, DD's Discount. You can get them online, and they're only like $2 or $3. So this is the journal from last year that I had, and it says make things happen. It's really cool and neat for you to like get something that says something that really speaks to you. So every time you open this, or every time you see this, you read this saying, so make things happen. It's just to show you some of the stuff I did. I would just go ahead and glue things together. In 2019, I will tell you, in 2019, I wanted to walk for New York Fashion Week, and I actually got to walk for New York Fashion Week on the month that I actually said I wanted to walk for New York Fashion Week, which was crazy. So it's good for you to have these journals and these vision boards because it really brings things into fruition and it really makes you believe in yourself a lot more. So I have about 3 or 4 books, probably more than that. I brainstorm everything individually. So this is for YouTube, this is for progress, this is for my business, this is for, you know, that's how I do. I have a journal for each and everything that I'm doing. I like to separate mine. You don't have to. You can always put like little bookmarks in there to make it divided so that you'll know what is for this or what is for that. But I like to keep everything separate in separate journals, and it just helps me to organize a little bit better. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about flashcards and positive affirmations. They work wonders in your life. Like seriously, they work amazing in your life. If you have a problem with being around negative people or you have a negative environment, this is one way to escape, is affirmations and books. So I can't stress that enough because I actually live in a bad neighborhood. I am around a lot of people who don't want to elevate in their life. A good way for you to still be successful and to still elevate is if you create your own world and your own environment created by what you listen to, what you watch, what you read. Find some really good quotes, write them down on index cards and make your own flashcards and take them with you. And that's what I do. So this is what that is. I made my own flashcards, and this was some years ago, and I just keep going through these same flashcards. I also have my affirmations from the Bible promises, which you'll see here. These affirmations really help as well because it really gives you an insight, if you're a Christian, on how God takes care of you and how things will be all right, especially like if you're in a bad situation or if you're going through stuff. So I also like these Bible promises as well. So I have to have them, or I have to have these flashcards. Either way, a lot of these flashcards though are biblical based scriptures, and then some of them are just sayings that I came across that I liked. So invest in some index cards and make your own flashcards so that you can remind yourself of what you want to do, and you can personalize them. The thrift store is really good for getting older books that has already been published about 10 or 15 years. You can usually find those type of books in thrift stores here in California. So it's a good idea for you to look into your nearest thrift stores for motivational books before you buy any. The very first book that I would like to show you guys is Your Best Life Now, which is one of my favorite books by Joel Osteen. I like Joel Osteen, a lot of people don't, but what he has to say in the book, it gives you integrity matched with success. So that's kind of what I like about his book, because it's all that wrapped in one. The second book I want to tell you guys about the Hill Harper, The Wealth Cure. That is a really good book because that's the one book that kind of showed me, gave me a perspective of how to spend. A lot of us like luxury cars, and some of us are not in that bracket to actually buy a luxury car, because in this book it kind of describes to you where you need to be in order to buy certain things. The third book is Jack Canfield. That's one of my favorite books of all time, because it's not only a book, but it's almost like a workbook and a book wrapped in one. If you really want to work on your life and you really have a bad environment, Jack Canfield can get you out of that environment through your mind, because that's how I got out of my environment, like looking at his books. And I didn't really put it into practice until like 2 or 3 years later after I got the book. But there's so many exercises in there. There's so many things that you need to know about, or you need to engage in, and just to do all the tips and tricks and actually do the work. I think that it will elevate your life so much. So that is a must to get that Jack Canfield book. The next one is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. I heard about this book a long time ago, and I'm a big procrastinator, so I really wanted to get this book. So if you're a procrastinator, this is a really good book to read, especially for the new year, to just get you in the mode of doing more things. The next book is The Happiness Project. The Happiness Project has a really good idea for people to go into the new year. He has this thing called the 12 Commandments, is where you make your own commandments to your life and what you need to fix. So like, For me, for example, it would be number 1 for the first month to be more kind. The second month could be something like read more books. So it was something every month that she had to write on, and I think that's a really good idea to help many of you guys to like change your patterns. Okay, so you are a badass is basically just not doubting yourself and just doing, like just going for it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just your regular motivational book that is the #1 seller. All of these are New York's best sellers pretty much. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Of course, that is a classic. If you don't have that, you need to get that. And this is for all my big thinkers, because a lot of people feel out of place when they're a big thinker, especially in a bad area like myself. I was a big thinker with small-minded people, and this book really helps you elevate. It really makes you realize, like, look, I'm not crazy. I am meant for greatness. That is another thing that I really love about this book, because it helps you to think big. So this is a classic book, and it's actually one of my #1 books more than any of the books here. So I do believe in attacks, because I personally had one September 15th of this year, and I had to learn to fight, or I was gonna lose the fight to this, because it was just really making me mentally deranged a little bit. So this is a good way to fight if you're having any trouble and you're a Christian. It says words are the most powerful things in the universe. The words you speak will either put you over in life or hold you in bondage. Many people have been held captive in their circumstances by their own words. The absence of God's word in your life will rob you of faith in his ability. So you definitely need to get this if you're going through any spiritual attack, anything that you can think of that you might be going through that's creating a problem in your life. You might want to know how to fight. And this is the book right here. Okay, so I want to finish up with you guys with these really cool ideas. I call this a gratitude jar, because I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and I really like doing this because sometimes we can kind of forget our blessings. These doesn't have real events in it because it's not 2021. I forgot where I got this idea at, but all I did is went to Staples and got these little non-sticky papers to sit right next to it. And every time something good happened to me, like if I got called to be on TV, if I booked a job, you know, I got a raise or anything like that, any good things, small or big or huge, I put it in here. Like anything that I felt like was a blessing, I put it in here and I actually date them. And at the end of the year, I go through them, how many blessings that I had throughout the year. And for this 2020, I had so many blessings throughout the year, even though I had some bad situations happen. But I had so many blessings throughout the year. And just to say a couple of them, I still kept all of my fitting jobs as a plus size model. Yeah, I revamped my business, started selling inside of a store. So there's been a lot of things, and this helps you and reminds you, especially in 2021, to write down everything that you can think of when they happen. I don't do it later. I do it when they happen. I get home, I write on my paper, and I drop it in here. So another thing that you guys can also do is listen to high frequency music. High frequency music is basically music that I guess is geared towards your conscious mind, unconscious mind, and it helps the vibrations of you to be better. I also listen to gospel music, and I make a gospel playlist and I make a high frequency playlist, and sometimes I mix the two and listen to them at night. So it's a really good idea to always keep something very edifying that you're listening to, watching, and being around certain people. It's very, very important in 2021 that you be around like-minded people that are positive, that are going somewhere, that are uplifting, and leave all the negative behind, including people, situations that once was, because there's no looking back anymore. Oh yeah, and I forgot there was one more book. It's called Unfuck Yourself, and you definitely have to read that. That makes everybody who has all kind of excuses for the New Year's or why they're not doing what they need to do in life, that is the best book that you can get. Definitely get that. That's one of my top 5 books, especially for people who procrastinate, make excuses, or blame their lack of success on other people. This is something that you definitely have to read. I mean, that book is amazing in so many ways. If you can get it on an ebook, hurry up and read it as soon as possible because it makes you be accountable for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the end of the video. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and press that subscribe button and smash that notification bell. Mwah! A big thumbs up, comment. Okay. Hello? Yes, this is Amber. Anyway, okay, so now I put, oh shit.